Hi, it's Paul Taylor here with UC Tech Reviews. So you got yourself a great desk set up, but is your desk hiding a dirty secret? What's it like underneath? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how I ended up doing my cable management. But first of all, let's have a look at what it was like before. So when I bought my desk, I bought these cable baskets that went underneath. They were fine for holding power supplies and power strips, but they're not very tidy. So let's see what I did to organise things afterwards. So one thing I was particularly keen to do was to try and have a very shallow cable management arrangement so the pedestal drawers could be pushed all the way back to the wall, which wasn't possible with the original setup. Underneath the desk, to manage all the cables, I've used this PVC trunking, which is normally used inside electrical control panels. It's called open slotted cable trunking, but I've always called it finger trunking, and the reason is because you can break off these fingers to be able to get extra cables in and out of the trunking if you need to. So this is what it looks like from underneath. So you can see we've got a power strip here. There's another one here. And then you've got the power supply. So that's the one for the big monitor. This one here is the one for the desk itself, the electrics. That's a power supply for the Microsoft Surface Dock 2. That's the controller for the desks. And that little power supply is for the Poly Studio B15. So this is one of the power strips that I've got. This is a spare one that I've got, and they are specifically designed for mounting underneath desks. So as you see, it's got a power inlet here with a cord on it. There's an outlet here so it can loop onto the next one on the desk. There is a switch which obviously I don't use. Each outlet is individually fused, so that's quite useful, but also because the orientations are different on the sockets, it gives you some flexibility if you've got moulded plugs that have got the power supply built in, because they can be quite bulky. So obviously one of the biggest challenges with the standing desk is how you handle the cables which have to cope with the desk being moved. So I was quite fortunate because I've got this other desk next to my desk. I actually have it with a loop underneath. So when you rise it up, the loop is obviously so it's got enough slack to take up the distance that the desk has to travel. And as you can see, I've just used these Velcro cable ties in a few places just to hold the bundle of cables together. Then what I've done both at the bottom and the top is I've used these little Velcro cable ties which I've put a hole into and then screwed into the desk both at the bottom and the top, and that way it holds the cables safely without putting any weight on the trunking or something else. And on my second desk I've got this rather handy full gang outlet which sits above the desk, which is really useful if you've got stuff you're testing or just using temporarily, because it means you don't have to grovel underneath the desk to plug it in. So that's definitely a good idea and very flexible. So that's what I ended up doing. I'm sure there's other things that you can do as well. If you've got any suggestions, then please drop a note in the comments down below. If you found this video useful, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.